Vane, the thermal readout just jumped another 12 degrees. The seed bank's core chamber is at -2 and falling fast towards 0. If it crosses that line, we lose everything. Every seed, every species. The backup cooling is offline and I cannot get past this firewall.
Cooper, breathe.
You're standing in a sub-zero corridor with a man who controls the thermostat, and you want me to breathe?
Conduit, core thermal gradient.
Gradient accelerating. Digital controls locked out. Manual system remains viable.
I want you to listen. The solution isn't cold, Cooper. It's hot.
Hot. You want to use heat in a freezing vault to save the freezing vault.
Let the fool heat the system. He is only doing my work for me.
Physics doesn't care what you expect it to do. It only cares what the conditions allow. 6 minutes to breach. But that's the end of the story. Let's go back to where it began.
Okay, thumbprint, retinal, voice confirmation, simple routine. I do this every single day. Oh, why won't you?
Cooper, your clearance badge expired at 0600 this morning. It is now 0604. You have been standing in front of that panel for 4 minutes. I have been watching you for 3.
I just need to pull the Svalbard briefing file.
Then perhaps you should have renewed your badge before you arrived, rather than after. Shelf 3, top drawer, marked with a red tab. You're welcome. Vane, you look like you've been dragged through the Thames and left to dry on a rooftop.
Close. The Danube. And it was a riverbank, not a rooftop. Though I did briefly consider the rooftop option.
Still on the mechanical watch, I see. You do realise those haven't been the most accurate timepieces since about 1972.
They've never needed a software update. That's accuracy enough for me.
Vane, good. You're here. I've got the file. Well, most of it. The encryption on the satellite imagery section it's
Encrypted by someone who thinks silicon is a substitute for a soul? Unreadable?
Devastatingly so, yes.
Then I suggest we skip to the part where Sloane explains it to us in plain English. She's rather good at that.
Flattery noted. Case file is live. Dean's on the line.
Vane, Cooper, what I am about to tell you does not leave this room. Not digitally, not verbally, not in any form that can be intercepted. Svalbard, the global seed vault. Are you familiar?
Understood, sir.
Yes. It's the International Doomsday Archive. Nearly 1.3 million seed contributions from over 86 countries carved into a mountain inside the Arctic. It's supposed to be impregnable.
Supposed to be. Someone has breached it. Not physically, digitally. They have seized control of the vault's automated cooling infrastructure and are systematically raising the internal temperature.
The perpetrator is Klaus Felker, former senior climatologist, Norwegian National University, decorated, brilliant. Utterly disgraced 3 years ago after his research was found to be fabricated. He blamed the system, blamed the institutions, blamed everyone except himself. Symbolically, at least. If the seed bank's core chamber breaches 0 degrees Celsius, the preservation protocols fail. Seeds degrade, germination rates collapse. Some cultivars, extinct varieties with no other living samples, would be gone. Permanently.
And now he's burning it all down, literally.
He's not just destroying a building, he's destroying futures.
Precisely, Cooper, which is why this mission has a single objective: restore the cooling and neutralize Felker. Vane, you have full operational discretion, but the clock is against you. Go.
Conduit, Svalbard transit time.
Projected arrival, 4 minutes beyond breach threshold.
Then we alter the threshold. Understood, Dean. We'll need transport, fast.
Already arranged. Sloane will brief you on extraction. Good luck, Agent 26.
Transport is a decommissioned Soviet icebreaker, the Severny Kaval, reclassified, refueled and crewed discreetly. She'll get you through the ice shelf to the Isfjorden approach in under 2 hours. Once you're ashore, you'll have a high-speed snowmobile staged at the Longyearbyen relay for the final push to the vault entrance.
A Soviet icebreaker. We have a Soviet icebreaker just sitting around.
The Ministry keeps its options open, Cooper. Now, do try to keep your gadgets charged this time.
Right. Comms array synced, GPS locked, tactical overlay running. Oh, it's buffering.
Cooper, if your device buffers again, I will personally throw it into the North Sea.
It's just the satellite feed. The Arctic signal is...
Conduit. External temperature.
Minus 32 Celsius. Wind amplification factor, severe. Lithium performance compromised.
Unreliable, yes. Almost as if the environment doesn't care about your bandwidth requirements. He's accelerating. 4 minutes to breach now. Svalbard approach.
Snowmobile is staged at the relay point. I've got a thermal imaging drone prepped. Should give us a real-time view of the vault's exterior heat signature. And it's dead. Frozen battery. Fantastic.
Then we do this the old-fashioned way. Eyes and instinct. Let's go.
Vane, the vault entrance is going to be guarded. Volker will have people...
He will, but he won't expect us to come through the ventilation system. It's older than the digital interface. Analog access.
You want to crawl through the ducts?
I want to crawl through the ducts that Volker forgot exist because they aren't connected to anything he can hack.
Sloan, are you receiving this? We're inside the auxiliary ventilation shaft. It's very cold and very dark.
I'm receiving. Thermal data from the vault's external sensors shows the core chamber is at minus 1.4. You have less than 3 minutes before it crosses 0, Cooper.
Conduit. Locate non-networked thermal infrastructure.
Legacy de-icing suppression system detected above server chamber.
3 minutes. Right. Just 3 minutes to save the entire botanical heritage of the planet. No pressure.
There. Temperature rising. Steady. Smooth. The vault will breach in 160 seconds, and no digital system on Earth can stop it.
The cooling system's digital interface. That's what he's controlling.
I can't hack it from here. He's locked every port, every protocol. It's a closed loop. There's nothing I can write.
There is something, but it's not digital. The fire suppression system. It predates the digital controls by 40 years. Boiling water reserves for de-icing the external shaft infrastructure.
Boiling water into a freezing vault. Vane, that's the opposite of what we need.
Is it? The Mpemba Effect, Cooper. Under very specific conditions, evaporation, convection, supercooling suppression, hotter water can sometimes reach the freezing point faster than colder water in certain setups.
You're joking. In a vault? With boiling water flooding the vents?
Physics doesn't always follow intuition. We route the superheated reserve through the old heat exchange vents above the servers. The rapid phase changes, steam flashing to vapor, pulling latent heat out explosively, combined with the server's own aggressive heat pumping geometry, can trigger rapid localized icing on the hot components before the core temperature spikes too far. It's counterintuitive, risky, and far from guaranteed. But the conditions here align. We're exploiting the paradox where heat drives faster cooling in the right environment. The servers become their own ice trap.
And the guards?
Leave them to the cold.
Vane, the valve, it's not moving.
Conduit, remaining time.
84 seconds to breach.
Core chamber temperature is at minus 0.6. 90 seconds, Vane. 90 seconds.
Interesting. Someone is in the old pipe system. Let them come. Let them try to heat my system further. It will only accelerate the breach. Fools. What? The vents are flooding with boiling water. Wait, why is the temperature dropping on the servers? That's impossible. No, this isn't. How is it freezing? I heated it. The water was boiling.
It's working. Vane, it's actually working. The core chamber temperature just dropped to -3, and it's still falling. The servers are sealed. The cooling integrity is restoring itself.
Core temperature falling. Cooling cascade initiated.
Klaus Felker, stop pounding. That frost formed because we introduced heat under conditions that exploit a known paradox. Sometimes hotter water, or steam flashing to vapor, can trigger faster localized freezing than you'd expect.
You used heat to freeze.
I used physics, Mr. Felker. It doesn't care about expectations, only the precise conditions present. And here, they align just right.
Svalbard is secure. Volker is in Norwegian custody. The seed bank's cooling system has been fully restored and is, I'm told, performing better than it has in a decade. Well done, Agent 26.
The vault did most of the work, sir. I merely reminded it of what water can do when you stop telling it what it can't.
Poetry, Vane. From you, I shall mark the date. Which brings me to something less poetic. There is a situation developing. Atrani, Italy. It requires your particular sensibility. Sloan will have your file within the hour.
Understood, Dean.
So, did we just save the world's entire botanical future by pouring boiling water on a computer?
You didn't pour anything, Cooper. You stood in a vent and watched Vane pour it. There is a difference.
Boiling water, freezing faster than cold water. I still can't believe that's real.
Believe it. And remember, nature's laws never need a software update, Cooper. The Mpemba Effect. It sounds like a trick, a paradox where, under the right conditions, hotter water can sometimes freeze faster than colder water. It's been observed, debated, and studied for over 50 years. Though reproducibility remains tricky and it's far from universal. Here's the leading understanding. When boiling or very hot water hits freezing conditions, it evaporates faster, losing mass and latent heat. Stronger convection stirs the liquid, spreading cooling more evenly. In specific setups, especially with rapid heat conduction away from the sample or suppressed supercooling, these factors can let the hotter sample reach 0 degrees C first. It's not magic or intuition, it's subtle non-equilibrium thermodynamics. The system responds to the full conditions, including how it got there. Physics doesn't always match our first expectations, but it always follows its rules. No software required.